Sebastien, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, as we've been reporting here, the UN's nuclear watchdog has warned that a severe nuclear accident could occur at the Zaporizhzhia plant. How worried should we be about that, and what are the possible risks?
Look, the plant is one of the biggest nuclear power plants in Europe. It is in the middle of a war. It is occupied by Russian troops. It is really, at pretty much at the front line of what we expect to be a soon to be started Ukrainian counteroffensive. The situation this morning is very concerning, I would say. It's typically very unusual to evacuate populations away from a power plant unless there is already something happening there. So it's certainly something that needs to be watched very carefully in the coming hours and days.
And now, also, as we've been reporting, we know that Russian-backed officials have begun those evacuations, scenes that are being described as a mad panic as they ask people to leave. What sort of impact could the evacuations have on the plant's operations? Because obviously they need a certain amount of workers to stay behind.
Yeah, absolutely. So you need the crews to be able to do their jobs. They need to be able to rest. If their families are evacuated, that's going to put a tremendous amount of stress on them as well. There are multiple pathways where there could be an accident at the plant and possibly a major one. And one of them, of course, is by human error. I mean, in this environment, the crews are really, the operators are under massive pressure, and so that's certainly not going to help them do their job, properly.
No, I would think the pressure, could possibly lead to a mistake or an accident. So that leads me on to my next question as to what can be done to ease the situation.
Well, one thing would be to, clearly have Russian commitments, I would say, or because they're currently responsible for the operation of the plant, to keep all the plant in cold shutdown, to evacuate any military presence within the plant, and essentially to create a buffer zone between the plant and any military operation that could happen. As long as there will be radioactive spent fuel inside the reactor cores and the spent fuel pool at the plant that require pretty much constant cooling, even when the plant is in cold shutdown, there will be a risk of a radiological accident. So it's fundamental that we do everything we can, and that's particularly for the Russians right now who are in charge, to prevent any accidents. If an accident should happen, it is unclear, where the wind would blow and where the radioactivity could be carried towards, whether there would be towards Russian occupied territory or blow towards Ukrainian territory right now. So it's a very dire situation. I don't think it's in the interest of anyone that a major accident occur there.